we are na nam so ma me de boa di nuane boa me kuromba me workers ni ade ha enam kuaye sunsun ti ne de ahwe ma university ama ebilimu ewie Agric House Foundation da omo ase bebre.
And for the fact that farming can also support the growth of our nation, support my family income, and help us in our developmental quest.
I was after Majo and Makwaba by Kojumedi, so said your body a boy, yes, no. Emma, I want to say, Memma, that's so Emma Boapa. A didimu, ya cornea ba, Emma Boa, na Quajuman so a man you are mu infimu. Na Canada by no Yara Ghana, any Mekwaho a bois. Agric House Foundation, Eboa, Emma Fibiano, Yamba Moku, Jumemuno, ye call Mensin Bacon, and as a mantem Bacumu, a crochet Jumoye, said a bear. Ye be who dear Maye, near Boba, Basonasio Mukrani, Nejmedino, Akosu ye. 2024 so dear Abaso, na Omo Mobuano, or say a bomb, but there be a Mekansi Ministry of Agric, Gender Ministry, and the Mumoye May, Sansayana, who didn't know from Canada Bino. Abwa sanso na Yara Ghana abwa ene yenkoma twetwe ye beti Yara Ghana nka sanso na Canada aban no so emo de ebwa no so ye beti omo enka enti ene ye ne Canada aban insi enemu omo boa ye mai sina bi omku adwuma beko ni abo mabaso no so e ba betwetwe nkomo ye twa hu ne de aseda ema ofa Ghana ofa ya de pa ofa nei ensuo no ntono kra na ofa boa ti wo no baa no fa bi ugu so eburo entos beans ni nkeka ho ebeboa sanso na wotwe koko na bafia dwumeku from strong say abobo ya bebe ni ana pebi na betwe dia bafie dia ma na nyoma akoyie ADB say Agric and more pomodia na kuadwuma no som na onyabosia no ADB ho wia na de yebedi no so etumi ahyemu enkurane dwumeku we ni dane ye ho ba ebepoto kakra se de ja Canada fo no mba ye no we kai sa Ayekoo dwuma de ta no mu kasa ebepoto kakra ebebo ani aba etwi mu de nso jamu ya manonifo na eboa ye nti ebepoto kakra ebe dane ye ho aba ye ba ye no mu ebetwetwe nkom
Ayekoo Ayekoo
nti ene e wa Ayekoo dwumadi so no de woti de wuhu no eye de Canada aban no e de eboa ni bi nso a obeti odwumadi so no obeti se Yara Ghana enso se Canada for kwa omuso bedi omachi na ye ma no akade ti se fertilizer ne ade a ebebo omudwumadi no atumi aboa
Ayekoo.
Please your name.
My name is Teresa Randolph and I'm the managing director for Yara Ghana Limited.
What's the idea behind Yara supporting women in Agric?
Yara Ghana has been supporting women in agriculture, especially for the Gold in the Soil Awards.
Okay.
And this is the 6th annual event that we've held. It's especially important for us because we recognize the tremendous role that women play in agriculture, especially in Ghana here today. Majority of them are in communities that are scattered across the country. They face a lot of challenges, whether it be in finance, whether it be in land acquisition, or even just in terms of having the right inputs and technical knowledge to be able to farm. And this is our way to give back to them and to ensure that we enhance their knowledge base and we ensure that farming becomes a nature and part of their world and that it is resilient going forward.
Okay. In what way has your support for women farmers impacted agricultural sector in Ghana?
For us in Yara, we believe that it has been a tremendous support and it has grown over the years, starting from perhaps a small base. If we look at even what we did recently with Grow Ghana initiative, we also made sure that as we were giving out our fertilizers, and this was for a program where we gave out a total of 18,000 tons over a 2-year period in Ghana, where farmers could access fertilizer and then buy 2 and get 1 free. We actually targeted some of the program to women farmers. So we were looking at supporting ones who had any difficulty in getting inputs and fertilizer, so they receive seeds and fertilizer along the way to enhance their production overall as the years went by. So we've done this for 2022, 2023, we're continuing into 2024.
Okay, this year program was in Bono. How do you envision the future of agriculture in the Bono region?
The Bono region is especially important for us because of the fact that we see a lot of rice farming that occurs there, and we also have vegetable production. These are 2 key things that the women have been especially involved in over a period, and by giving them the knowledge base to understand what we call about nutrient use efficiency, the types of fertilizer and the quantities required during the entire production phase, we're able to increase their overall production for them. And this we've actually also done with the trials that we've run in the Bono East region.
Is there something special with the people of Bono, especially the women in Bono?
I would like to say that the women in Bono represent to us a part of what Ghanaian women also are. Strong, resilient women who face tremendous challenges but are working every day to overcome these challenges.
Okay, looking ahead, what are your aspirations for women empowerment with Agric program and also the Gold in the Soil Award program?
Women empowerment is something that we talk about in great detail. And when we look at the fact that the entire agribusiness is part of a value chain, starting not just from the farm, but also to the end product, women are involved right across. And what we're doing in Gold in the Soil Awards is to recognize their input all across that value chain, from the start, as we say, from farm to fork. So from the start when we're doing the production and enhancing that, all the way to making sure that products that are readily available in our homes. Food is an essential part of everybody's life. And without food production and what we call enhancing the food systems within Ghana, we will not get substantial food to feed families and therefore to grow and enhance business overall.
Based on your experience with the Agric program, based on the award, meaning the Gold in the Soil Award, what are your assessments for this program and also the achievements so far?
I would say that the achievement so far has given women, especially in agriculture, a platform. And it has enabled everyone to see or highlight the impact that they have within society. If we look at, say, our previous year's winners, winning something like for somebody for a tricycle, it has given or exposed their families to the recognition that the work that they've been doing, which may not necessarily have been taken to be of significance, actually benefits the family, it benefits the community, it benefits the society as a whole. And this is why for us it is important to continue with the Gold in the Soil Awards, to have the right partnerships, Yara, other partners that come on board, to ensure that we can make this program a success in the future.
Okay, so is there any strategy going forward? I'm sure still next year you'll be with Agric, Going in the Soil. Is there any new strategy that you are trying to implement so that you bring something new to our women in Agric?
For us, I think what we're bringing to our women in Agric is especially the knowledge base that Yara has. So providing even more agricultural or agronomy knowledge so that the understanding of what is happening, especially with the climate changes that we're facing. It is important that we give them the right knowledge to be able to withstand these changes in these turbulent times in order that they can sustain and perhaps even enhance the economic output of their farms going forward.
Okay, we are done with you. We have so many languages in Ghana. We have Ga, we have Twi, we have the Bono language. Any message in our local dialect for our women in Agric?
Kema yue makake wo okwafo ye amembo modern ye Ghana wa. Nuchumo na mechuo ehia ni nojino ni wona se yemi. Ona ke keje ame shukwen ni dumo pi ni wo fio ebahin. Ye da lebi obana na mba teshi ameji me ni ba teshi mlafe mo femo na mba shejeme na mechuni. Ewo noni fi open maka ameji minkpa me fai amechano ame bomoden e akeka me kwe nuchumo na mechuo wo fe wo na ase ame weku me fe ame bi mo fe mo na ase shika me nchue ame bomoden akeka me ka ame hiwale wo mi ame kwa ke ame na noni ame due ame na se yemi ni bi enhwele koni wo fe wo na ko Kama me ye won wo ba na ko wo ye wo wonda me shibabao na wo fio ne ke magie awards ne ni wo kan wo me hianyam ko na ma me na no ko ye miake amenu chumo ebeyaka ni won na amenu chumo na me chuo ni won ka me Ayekoo ameirado
Bon won han wo Ayekoo
ya ye o ile
Ayekoo
ya ye
okay
Ayekoo
Yanhwe maame a otumi agya award dwumadi a odi obahema odi ho awura ku adwumam se ne beya aduane beba me ne wo ye pono so enti yanhwe ne yenso ku adwumam
Ayekoo
Within the Nana Yeshiama Yabua the first. Me just him I will German South. Me ye a from Juma. You were portrait coco 3,005. Me were Empreco Makumaku 80. Me were a bro 25 acres. Me were Banchi 6 acres. Me were Kube 1 acre. Me were Bordia 1 acre. You can't in about my bay 42 acres. I mean, Diacra Messiama workers. And 4 bedroom self-contained. A be a threat and bath shim. Papa, no, you queen. I do not know papa and you send out a boy. Now, as I say, papa, a jan on me and see about the castle. And yet, you want to start in Kakra, estate in P. Any a time. Until one, you say a portrait, and I can't start a portrait in Kakra. And to not fair, the other turn I didn't know, see a blue. Until your Brunei started first one, you be kind of 12 acres. And you only go to see ya de a feed and one. How a form yesikasem no. And now ope bosia crowd ya yeduma edi se ubenya. Ya na edi ma ye. Sika no edu ba bi afo no peto ya ne kese. Enso ni nyina ye se pachi ade afi ni nyina de sika na eden eye. Enti se aban no ma nani ba akuafo so na oboa ye ehye ye sapomu din a. Yenso ye betimi atra ya hye ama mabru ni bi so aye omofe no mo so etimi ato aso. Juwadi ya medium wo adwumayefo enan aye twa omuka ena edu aburo ni ade na nam sikasem timi mfa dodo me fa 5 ekwafo mu bia e fa lebles 5 omo mu bebo spray e kwa aburo na se amaye omo mu betutu banchi mu bedo ni ade timi fa 5 timi aka se every month bia no etimi fa baye 15 lebles ena na nkwa yesu situ yesie na 7 bedrooms self-contained ewo ha eti ya ya na nam so ma me de boa di nuane boa no me kuromba no workers ni ade ena nkwa yesu sunti na de ahwe ma university ama ebiwi Agric House Foundation the da omo ase bebre san say ya omu ye ebo ebe hye nkran ya ma ye so yetimi atre kekuye no nyame nhyira wo pa nyame mo mo kwatenten ewurade ntra omo ahyem pade bia lom ni be so omo nsa be so mo nye nhyira so omo bo ye na ye na ye nim ana ye hye nwuram na nipa hu ye no mo ye pie nyankopon enhyira wo mo no nye omo kese.
I'm Dr. Mrs. Vida Cry, 52-year-old farmer at Dumesuya in the Bono region, specifically Sunyani West. I'm into mango, and my farm name is Navy Farms, and this is a 15-acre mango that you are seeing behind me. Growing up, my father was a civil servant, but he would take us to farm over weekends and whenever we are on holidays. So we're doing one thing or the other, planting yam, cassava, basic foodstuffs to support our living. Fortunately or unfortunately, I grew up to marry a man who is also the son of a farmer. So the motivation basically was as a result of my background into farming and meeting somebody with that similar motive. And for the fact that farming can also support the growth of our nation, support my family income, and help us in our developmental quest. For the farm workers, I have one permanent worker, but depending on activities, we are able to take 10 to 50 employees. We came here on a bare land. There was nothing on it. We started straight away with the 15 acres, but we're planting in beds year after year. We kept increasing to get to this farm. When we talk of mango production in Bono region or Branhafort, then we are talking of Kintampo, Techimai, Wenchi, Nkranza. For Sunyani, we're not on the map. So when we started and we're growing, people didn't know. And we also didn't have the basic agronomic practices that will ensure that we have a very good orchard. So we joined association in Techimai to build our capacity so that we can do whatever we are doing very well. We're about 4 farmers at the time. I see mango orchard as a baby you are caring for. It needs tender care. As soon as those mangoes are off from the tree, you have to prune it. That is cost. After pruning, you have to fertilize. That is cost. And the chemicals keep increasing. So it's so much a challenge for us to maintain our farms. Agric House Foundation, Canada and Yara, we are looking forward to working with you to support us in mechanizing our farm practices so that the products, the quality of our produce will be very high to meet the international market.
Medindi Lisbeth Savo, Wadadon, Medinfie 36, Lua Banche, Bordier, Agro, Ena Nkuma, Intimekanya Buma, Eye Eka Nsia. We fema sitrema ni buafo ni bua muadua nti bamaju se sade a nya afu mi ya afu a menya biye di ma nya bi kakra so ade aton nti na ma me nya abashemri ya afu na me wosunwan na ayana obi sine dan a da mo na no da ma na me timu krakra wa sa se ho ne biye wi epe na watumi sa ma esa mpre nkomodi die mu a na me hu sofo ba bi na kan se wo kura bi wo da do se me akwatara ho de me so ma me akwatara ho na me se me nya ba bi ntra me ni kwa tete so me kita nkwala nan de sa na ama asitra mo ede na me se sa de a me ba nte me ba no betra na me se me hwese na se bi omo mo ede na ebu fa so na me so me ntimi na me se sa de me ya fu kakra nkra me ya ebetima ede abo ama me so ma ede ama me sa akoma. Oh, yeah, we say, Grano Musku, and a pan of white near chocolate, near Musku, book in near Musku fish at me, one measurement near the H. Yeah, let me show. My class, me 10 years. Until me barno, and say, I didn't want to my far neighbors for many patria and for no one, one, Agric House Foundation, Yara Ghana, Canada. Me da one say, on one year, Sebi, ye did them. On one fire, and one Janya, one we said, on war, the passer on a boy. Now, so me can't say, yeah, ye did them, we say, Pancha, tell us, and we here, we say, I buy one, so yes, we say, we one day, the year, you have me, I mean, I want dinner, but if you change one, make us one, a gentleman also say, we have no fine share at the now one guy said, we did them tea. Now, why don't want to have bushia, so I said, for so can't tell, don't be so, mammy, can't tell, family, you'll be a fossil. Do one as they are, could it be a Sunaja? Look how quick that you couldn't be a home market, me pen, me to turn one crank. The minister of animal free no one. To be got on bar, maybe my first card, ever down one sound, yes, and all could do the beer.
Ayekoo. Ayekoo.
Okay, I was for Makwaba, Yankoni and Madam Kathleen in Kodinkomo. You are welcome to Ayekoo program.
Thank you.
And how are you doing?
I'm well. Thank
How
you.
has been the response from Ghanaians and the Canadians who have been watching you on Ayekoo program?
Oh, my experience is they're excited. They're excited to see Canada supporting agriculture, which is such an important sector here. And Canadians are excited as well to learn about what we're doing and the impact we're having in Ghana.
Okay, so let's see the idea behind Canada supporting Ghanaian women in Agric.
Sure. I mean, there's not one reason alone for supporting women in Agric in Ghana. If I had to choose one that resonates with me, I mean, I would say it's unlocking the potential of women and empowering them, because there are a lot of development and strategic reasons to support women in Agric. So first of all, there's gender equality and empowerment. When we empower women economically, reduce gender disparities, it leads to equitable access to resources and opportunities for everyone. There's economic development because women make up a significant part of the workforce. So unlocking their potential through access to resources and revenues is essential to economic growth. It's inclusive, and inclusive growth benefits everyone. Supporting women in agriculture is a way to ensure that growth is not limited to men or larger agribusinesses, but it reaches smallholders, it reaches youth, and it reaches women entrepreneurs. And then, of course, poverty reduction and food security. So when you empower women with access to land and resources, we know that the markets improve for families' livelihoods, and it increases incomes and food security, which is a key ingredient to reduce poverty.
So let's look at the impact you've made. How has been the impact supporting Ghanaian women in Agric for these years? How has been the impact?
So I have to say, we're very proud of our achievements. We've reached a lot of women and women farmer organizations, and each of our projects achieves a lot because we're aiming to increase yields, incomes, and value-added products through our programs. So I'm going to give you two examples with some big numbers. So one is the MAG program, Modernizing Agriculture in Ghana, which we do with the government of Ghana. And in 2023, it reached over 2.6 million women farmers.
Okay.
And that's with extension services, gender-sensitive extension services. We have another project called Grow 2, and that project has trained over 22,000 women smallholder farmers and entrepreneurs in farm business management. And I could go on and on with numbers of people we've reached, but I want to give you a really specific example that illustrates the impact that support for women in Agric can make.
Okay.
So through our Ghana Climate Innovation Center incubation program, Aiden Ventures was founded by Rosamond Aflo, and it received support to scale up vegetable production and system technology. So she combined indigenous knowledge and technology. She developed innovative and sustainable farming practices to produce healthy, affordable food crops and vegetables. She was working in a male-dominated industry, so she intentionally trained and employed women to become agropreneurs. And she was breaking the stigma that women could not succeed in this industry. In the past 10 years, her farm has grown significantly and supplies vegetables to local markets and to commercial retailers. And she is a former Wolf Agric winner.
Okay. This year you turned the attention to the Bono region. You went with Agric House Foundation to the Bono region. How do you see the future of women in Agric in the Bono region?
That's a great question, because I see the future of agriculture in Bono region through the lens of sustainable development, inclusive practices, and economic growth. So we know that it's one of the food baskets of Ghana, and I would like to see this continue with improved skills and technologies to mitigate the impact of climate change, which is a growing concern for agricultural production. But also I want opportunities to extend to key value chains in this region, which is known for poultry and cashews, so that we can contribute to Ghana's food resilience and self-sufficiency goals, and we can create high-value quality crops for export. So in the Bono region, that means we need a future of Agric that's characterized by sustainable agriculture and climate resilience. We need to see women and youth empowerment in the region and in the sector, and we need technological innovation and modernization.
Okay, looking ahead, the Agric program and the Gold in the Soil Award, you do it in collaboration with Agric House Foundation. What should we expect going ahead?
Well, let me just talk about what we envision for the sector, which is that it's more inclusive, that it's resilient, and that it's sustainable. And with Agric, we're talking about empowering marginalized groups to embrace technological advancements and promote sustainable practices. And we think that with this, Ghana can harness the full potential of the agriculture sector, drive economic growth, have resilient food systems and social development, and that's going to benefit the local population and the broader Ghanaian economy. So we want to see the Agric women thrive in their agricultural production and agribusinesses, earning more revenues, mentoring the future generation to see agriculture as a profitable adventure. And that's why I shared the story of Rosamond Aful and Aiden Ventures earlier, because she's a Agric winner.
Okay.
And there's so many more stories like hers that we need to share to inspire others.
Okay. Then the program goes on with Agric Gold in the Soil Award. Are you impressed with women in Agric in Ghana? Are you impressed with the women who are in Agric?
Totally. I'm so impressed with women in Agric in Ghana, and the Gold in the Soil Awards offer this great platform to honor and showcase the successes of these women farmers and to demonstrate that women farmers have a whole lot to contribute to Ghana's development agenda. Women are especially crucial for sustainability in the sector. So when we take this moment to recognize and applaud all women farmers who have persevered despite disability or other challenging circumstances, it makes a huge difference. And they deserve to be recognized, celebrated for their immense achievements and contributions to Ghana, and given equal opportunities to succeed and shine. So I'm not just impressed with their personal achievements, but when you attend the awards, as I have done in the past, you see how much they celebrate and support each other, and it is truly inspiring.
Okay, my last question has to do with going ahead. We need to improve. So with Canada, Agri House, Ministry of Agric, maybe the media houses, how can we improve Agric in Ghana, especially our women?
Mm-hmm. Well, as I said, women are already really well represented in agriculture. And we need to continue to see their participation as an important contribution to GDP. So there are a lot of challenges, and we've discussed them in previous episodes: access to land, inputs, technology, education, and training. But I'll point to two areas where we've been paying more attention. So one is access to finance. When you expand access to credit, loans, and financial services that are tailored for women, you find that they can succeed because they struggle with access to these services, and it limits their ability to scale their operations. So microfinancing and cooperative savings schemes can really help in the sector. And then the other thing we want to really focus on is value chain participation. So we want to encourage women to participate in the entire agricultural value chain, from production to processing to distribution. And this can help move them into higher value activities such as agribusiness and agro-processing, and improve their livelihoods and that of their community and their families.
Okay, Madam Caroline, thank you. But what we'll ask from you is maybe another region is expecting you next year. What do you have to tell Ghanaian women in Agric? Maybe the region that you have not been to, you and Agri House. Your last word for Ghanaian women in Agric, maybe Ghanaian farmers.
Yeah. Well, I think what I want to emphasize is that Canada has been working, in fact, across the entire country, supporting agriculture. It's something we're really proud of, actually. We have worked in every single region, in every single district through the MAG project, and we're really happy to support agriculture across the whole country and improve the system overall. So I would say women in every region have something to contribute. Women in every district are contributing, and we will continue to support that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Ayekoo.
Yay.
I was for no Canada for Abagana ebeboa nti wo kuyadwuma asembe na wo kan fa ho Agric House Foundation wo Agric omode aba Gold in the Soil Award omode aba Canada aban no so wati se na okama agasem planting for food and jobs omno mbehye mu kina ebo o my Ghana anso hwa omaso ye ma no mu se omumpagya enkosoro nti ene e wa Ayekoo dwumadi so no de wo ti de wo hu no eye de Canada aban no e de eboa ni bi nso a obeti odwumadi so no obeti se yara Ghana enso se Canada for kwa omuso bedi o machi na ye ma no akade ti se fertilizer ne ade a ebebo o mudwumadi no atumi aboa oti se na oka se ema ni bi dwuma o mudi through mag ene ne nkeka ho no apagya o mo makosoro de odi nkunim no ne ye no Canada aban ne ka ho bi na atumi akoyi ede ama sebe mpani bu be se obi be ye obi bebo na waye bibia enti se wankasa waye se Ghana man Canada for enso ye mu se dia yete wo ye den yenhwe ni nsom na yemoa yenhwe ye maame a otumi agya award yi dwumadi a odi obahema odi ho awura kuadwumam se ne be ya aduane beba me ne wo ye pono so enti yenhwe ni enso kuadwumam na me de mensam ne kwawie ya metai ka se Ministry of Agric Gender Ministry yenhwe na yemoa ye kuafo Gender Ministry no esoso mana se na Ministry of Agric nso the wider one no na mo so mu biem ama na tumi akoyie yede ya mame Caroline ebesi ane adanase ne de ye kan se Canada for eboa de ye no my Ghana ye de ye nsom ne yemoa yeda Canada aban ase yeda yara Ghana ase na afi Agric House Foundation Agric and a Gold in the Soil Award yeda omu nyina ase UTV de omo abo omo ne se kuadwuma ye pese etumponti afi bi omo ya otahwe wa Ayekoo dwumadi so ne ensu apagam se won so behwe bi na hu busuani bi so okuadwuma ma na kyese anya adwuma bone to so do hu hyem a ebetumi ayi ebe na obi bia ase adanwuma ko nyina ase de ye kan se kuadwuma de be ma kuadwuma tumpon bia no Ayekoo dwumadi ye besom na atumi akoyi damase emamo Ayekoo